But again, I understand that some people need to be held accountable for certain actions. I just feel like a lot of times a simple conversation can fix things. I know that based on today's rules, I can be canceled right now for previous comedy specials that I've done over the years. And I understand that, so I'm just waiting for the call. I know I can be canceled for previous comedy specials. And I know they probably expect me to apologize, but I would never apologize for my previous work because you know what? It was perfectly acceptable at the time. Clearly, there are things I would change now, but at the time, no, there's no way to go back and apologize for that when everything was okay. I want to let you all know right now that there are things about me that you don't know that you're going to find out sooner than later. So basically, what I'm trying to do at this moment is do what my lawyer said and get ahead of it. I offended someone whose name I should have never brought up. I offended a professional fighter. His name is Canelo. I know. Go big or go home. If you are not familiar with who Canelo is, give me a few seconds to explain. Canelo is arguably one of the best fighters in the world. Okay? You cannot miss him. He is, in fact, Mexican, but he does not look traditional. Canelo is, in fact, the whitest Mexican on earth. He's super white. He's so white, he's redhead. Canelo is a redheaded white Mexican fighter. He is so white, even Donald Trump was like, you can come. Super white. But then he opens his mouth and you realize, oh, Canelo, he's not local. So here's how I got in trouble. A comedy friend of mine by the name of Ron White reached out to me. And Ron White invited me to be part of his Tribute to the Troops comedy show for the Nashville Network. And I told Ron, I said, Ron, I'd love to do the show. Anything for the troops, let's do this. So the show taped in Vegas. And it's a couple other comics plus myself, and Ron White's the host. He brings me up on stage, and I figure I'm only doing 10 minutes, okay? I might as well just do references to Las Vegas since everybody knows Vegas. So I started talking about boxing. And then I brought up Canelo. And here's where I got in trouble. I said, Canelo is my favorite fighter of all time. I just wish... And it was all downhill after that. I said, I just wish he would not do interviews in English because English is not his strong language. And if you're a professional fighter, hear me out. If you're a professional fighter, you need to sound confident, engaged, threatening, aggressive, on point, in your face. And in Spanish, he does. In English, not so much. In Spanish, he's a killer. In Spanish, the reporter, the announcer comes out. Aquí estamos con Canelo Álvarez que se va a pelear contra Floyd Money Mayweather este fin de semana en pay-per-view en el MGM Grand en Las Vegas, Nevada. I know some of you heard that right now and you're like, oh my God, I think I understand Spanish. Because you do. So then the reporter will look at Canelo and ask him about the fight. Canelo, ¿qué vas a hacer en tu pelea? Canelo takes the microphone. He's a man of few words, but he's on point. He looks at the camera and he's like, pues mira, lo voy a pegar así, va a pegar el piso. Shas. Así mero, no se lo pierde ese fin de semana en el MGM Grand, Las Vegas, Nevada. Canelo Álvarez contra Floyd Money Mayweather. No se lo pierda. Same exact interview. English. I'm standing here alongside Mexican superstar Saul Canelo Alvarez, who's going to be facing Floyd Money Mayweather this weekend on pay-per-view. Canelo, what is your strategy and your plan of attack going into this weekend's fight against such a technical opponent, if you will, a man who has single-handedly redefined the sport of boxing? What is your plan of attack going into the fight? I'm going to hit him like this. I'm going to hit him like this. He's going to fall on the, ¿cómo se dice piso, güey? Floor. He's going to fall to the floor and then tan tan, así. All right, well, there you have it. Floyd Mayweather, I hope you are ready, my friend, because, yeah, that's what's waiting for you. Reporting live for ESPN News, I'm Phil Stevens. Back to you in the studio, and we're out. The hell was that, goddammit? Why did you warn me? So word gets back to Team Canelo about the joke that I did. I find out because I have friends in the boxing community who reached out to tell me, bro, what happened? I said, what are you talking about? Dude, we heard. Heard what? We heard that Team Canelo's pissed. I said, so what does that have to do with me? Well, I guess it's about a joke you did about Canelo. Huh? Who showed him? If I would have known one of the best fighters in the world was going to see me do a joke about him, I would have never done a joke about him. I didn't think he'd ever see Ron White's Tribute to the Troops comedy show on the Nashville network. I didn't think he was ever going to see it. Shit was in English. Now I'm worried about the confrontation because I know it's only a matter of time. And I know where he's going to confront me. It's going to happen in Vegas. And the reason why I'm so confident that it's going to happen there is because when I perform in Vegas, I perform for MGM Grand Properties. And so I get free tickets to the fights. And I always go because it's free. And they put me ringside so that my face comes out on the Jumbotron to help me sell tickets. And so I know, because I've seen Canelo at fights before ringside. I've never spoken to him, but I know that's where it's going to happen. And I'm nervous about this confrontation because I don't know if he's going to confront me in English or Spanish. I hope it's in Spanish because I want to feel the fear. You know what I'm saying? I hope, he's like, Te voy a matar, pinche gordo! I'm just worried he might, Hey, Joe, fat bitch mother fluffy. He's at the point now of spoiled where he walks up to me and he goes, Dad, I'm really bored with my Nintendo Wii. Can I give it to my friend Angel? I go, what did you just say? I'm bored with my Nintendo Wii. Can I give it away? I go, is it broken? No. How long have you had it? Woo, for like 4 years. I go, how many games do you have for the Nintendo Wii? Like 300? I could feel you judging me over there. I felt that. Oh! You're judging me right now. I could feel it. She's over there. She's like, this is some Dr. Phil right here. He really messed him up. I heard you. Let me just, for the record, let me set this straight, okay? I did not buy my son 300 games. Here's what happened. I have a friend who's a computer hacker. And for $75, he put 300 games on my son's hard drive. Yes, I have money, but I'm still ghetto. Oh, yeah. So I tell Frankie, do you realize how lucky you are? And then he rolls his eyes. Oh, lucky. I go, yeah, dude, you are. I says, you got a Nintendo Wii that works. You've had it for 4 years, and it still works. If something happens to it, I can take it back to the store, get you a new one, because I got a warranty that'll last you another 4 years. Why is that a big deal? Because when I was your age, I had a Nintendo. Wii? No. Frankie, in 1987, I had a thing called a Nintendo Entertainment System, okay? Nintendo Entertainment System. It didn't last 4 years. It lasts 90 days. 90 days is what it took for you to hit power and start seeing a flashing red screen. You know the flashing red screen where you have to look at the ground or look away or you have a seizure right then and there? Oh, yeah. And then what you had to do is you had to flip the Nintendo over and there was a silver sticker with an 800 number on it. And you call the 800 number and they put you in contact with someone in Japan who made you feel like a pendejo. Oh yeah, he made you feel stupid. You call him up and he's like, it costs $250 to repair Nintendo. $250 to fix it, but it's $150 for a brand new one. And if you couldn't afford $150 for a brand new one, like we couldn't afford $150 for a brand new one, you had to become a technician at the age of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You had to go in the kitchen and find the most messed up butter knife you could, right? The one that had bent marks and rust stains, and take that sucker back in the living room because you were gonna perform an operation. You were gonna perform an operation and bring that Nintendo back to life. Yeah. You had to work to play. You had to unplug it, plug it back in, power reset, power reset, power reset. It was like performing CPR. You'd hold a cartridge and then it was like, you push it down, you push it up, you push it down, you push it up, push it down, you push it up, push it down, you push it up. Give it oxygen.
It's a trip, man. The biggest character in my life is my roommate. This dude's like a big time pothead. Are there any pot smokers out here? Everybody that giggles probably is, huh? I swear to God, every morning I wake him up for work. Hey, Albert, wake up. What's up, Gabriel? Go back to bed, bro. All right, man. He came up to me one time with this. He goes, hey, Gabriel, have you ever stopped to wonder all the sounds that a car makes? I'm like, no, but I could just imagine what he must hear, right, when he's high. Like, let's say he's down the street and he's gonna drive over here right now. This is what I imagine he must hear. All right, Gabriel, I'll see you at the comedy club. Let me just take out my keys. I'll walk over here to my car. You unlock the door. Man. It's hot in here. I'm sorry for those of us in Austin who have money. Hey, man, let's go. You know he's high because the power windows and the thing went down before the car was on. All right, man, let's go to the club. Hey, let's turn on the radio. 102.7 San Antonio. Como la flor, como la flor, tanta flor. Aquí Selena. No la chingas, Oh, in case there's any gang members there. Get to a stoplight. Órale, mamacita, what's happening? Oh, you don't like it? It's hydraulics. In case you were wondering. Okay. Nah, people mess with me because I'm big. It's okay, it don't bother me. The only thing that really bothers me about being big is having other big people try to give me advice about losing weight. You know, I'm like, if you can't do it, what's your problem with me, right? My Uncle Hector, every time we go to a family barbecue, he always starts talking. Always gets crazy. I'll be in the corner working the grill, right? I'll be cooking some carne asada, right? That's steak for the white people. I'll be cooking some carne asada, right? And from across the way, my Uncle Hector, he's so big, he doesn't even move. He just breathes. Gabriel! And don't let a gust of wind hit him, man. He'll creak like the Titanic. I'll be like, what, Uncle? What do you want? What? Why don't you go on a diet? You're fatter than I am. Hey. Everybody knows it's my medication. You know, then my mom jumps into the picture. Oh, see, his medication. Pues what did the doctor prescribe? Enchiladas? Huh? Cheeseburgers? I know your medication. He'll start getting into it, right? You don't understand. It's DNA. Don't you watch the news? There's too much DNA. Oh, yes, too much DNA. Too much drinking, napping, and all you can eat, huh? No estás chingando with your DNA. It's not called DNA. It's called KFC. I felt left out, right? Because they were going at it, right? So I threw my 2 cents in there. I was like, Uncle, how many cows had to die to make that long ass belt of yours? He got mad. Oh, no, you didn't. No, you want to know how many cows had to die? You want to know? I'm going to show you. I'm going to whip your ass. Forgot what he was pissed off about. Walking around with his pants around his ankles. Cabrón. Oh, it's a trip. He gets envious though, skinny people. Because skinny people can do things he can't. Like fall down. For real, skinny person can just hit the ground and get right back up. Not my Uncle Hector. Oh no. If he were to trip and just straight fall, it'd be over. For him and the sidewalk. That's why when he falls, I swear to God, he falls in sections. He does. He came after me one time with a bat. Cabrón, te voy a dar en la... Oh, shit. I've fallen and I can't reach the carne asada. Oh, man. The funny part isn't him falling down. I swear to God, the funny part is 8 of us picking him up. That joke hurts. You saw it, huh? You're like, king out. Gabriel, don't you ever think about working out? I think about it all the time. All the time, watch. Guess what? I didn't like it. It sucks. Gotta move, you know. Let's get physical. You try to watch TV, they got the Bally's commercials. I hate those stupid commercials because they never have fluffy people in them. Everybody's already in shape, you know. Everybody's buff, everybody's all slim and trim, you know. I want to see a commercial with a fluffy guy on there on a treadmill, just heaving. Next scene, he's on the floor. Help him! Bally's. Working out. Every time I get motivated to try to work out, this is how I pump myself up, right? I'll pop in the Rocky DVD. Because the music, you know, you get the... As soon as the movie's over, I turn it off, and the regular TV comes back on, and never fails. I want my baby Chili's, baby back cruise.
Oh, that's a sign. Yeah. The gym. People say too, well, you don't really have to work out. Just, walk a little bit. I always hear that. Gabriel, you should walk. Why don't you walk? Walk. Go walking. You should walk. I'm gonna walk away from you. Leave me alone. Badgering me. They say you should eat right. Eat reasonably. I don't know what that means. Like I said, food is my drug. And my problem is I try to live every single day out to the fullest. Because you never know when it's your last day. I watch the news every day and they're always depressing me, more problems. And it's like, the world and this and that. And it can't even rain in California without everybody freaking out. Okay, don't get me wrong. This time it rained and there was a lot of water. But you know what? They were reporting the first day like it was the end of the world. The guy was out there. We're standing here live in front of Walmart where apparently the torrential downpour has surprised Southern California. Ma'am, can you tell us? What do you see? Dear God, there is water everywhere. I walked inside Walmart 45 minutes ago. It was dry. Now look at it. Oh my God. Why being so dramatic for? In other parts of America, it rains 3-4 times a week. I've seen that same interview on someone's house. Not in their house, on their house, because the floods came in. And they're like, whatever. Sir, at what point did you realize that there was a serious problem with the water?
I tell you what, see, I woke up about 4:30 this morning. I come downstairs. I said, somebody put a lake in here.
For those of you who missed it, my name is Gabriel Iglesias. I know some of you heard the last name Iglesias. You're wondering, right, Gabriel, are you related to Julio? Well, for the ladies, you better believe it. Oh, trust me, after a 6-pack and a shot of tequila, I look a lot like Julio. After 4 shots, you'll be calling me Enrique. You don't believe me? Keep drinking. I like Julio. Julio's cool because Julio's one of those entertainers who knows how to talk to women. Like you see those snotty reporters, they come out with the lights and the cameras, right?
So, Julio, let me ask you something. What do you think about your concert last Monday in Los Angeles, huh?
And he comes out all cool and macho like a matador, just, hello. I am Julio. And you are so beautiful. I want to be with you. And the women hear that and they lose it, huh? See, me on the other hand, I'm a dork. I don't know how to talk to women. I don't. I'll walk up to a girl, I'll say the first thing that comes to mind. Hey, you hungry? And girls will tell me too,
Gabriel, say something romantic.
well, I'm treating. I have coupons, what's up? Funny, man. Everybody always gives me advice on the best way to meet that special someone. Like my mom always tells me,
Mijo, you know what you should do? You should go to a club.
and I can't go to a club because every time I do, there's always that one pretty guy who messes up the curve for all the fluffy ones. That's right, Fluffy. I said it, Fluffy. That's the politically... For those of you that don't know, there's actually 5 different levels of fatness. There's big, there's healthy, there's husky, there's fluffy, and there's damn. If you walk into a bar or a restaurant and the waiter or waitress looks at you and goes, damn, you need to go. But seriously though, the pretty guys always mess up the curve. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. The pretty guys, the ones with the pretty hair, the pretty eyes, the smile. Ding. They walk in all sexy.
Oh, you can't tell by the way I do it now. I'm home and
And all the ladies always go for the pretty ones. And ladies, don't say you don't because you do. I'm gonna let you know right now. If a pretty man is what you want, then by all means, make the connection. Get together. But I'll let you know right now, in the long run, a pretty man is gonna do nothing but lie to you, cheat on you, and break your heart. That's why, ladies, you need to start giving guys like me a chance. I'm serious, because the worst thing I'll ever do is have dinner without you. You're clapping, huh? You hungry? Look at him, he's like, no, she's full. It's okay, man. I tried. Man, I've had the weirdest year, man. I started off this year all messed up, man. I started it off in the hospital. Yeah, Pikachu la cagó. I messed up. I'll tell you what happened. I was at the house and I was eating some tacos and they were delicious. And all of a sudden I got a pain in my side. It was one of those pains that not even a good pedo can get rid of. You know what I'm talking about, bro? You ever get one of those pains at the house, you're eating, oh, it hurt, me duele. And your wife or girlfriend tells you, pues let it go. Dale gas, chingale, dale. And you do, and it's like CPR, huh? Well, try as I did, it didn't work. I wound up in the emergency room, and if, you guys do whatever you can to stay out of the hospital, because it was scary. It was the first thing they did to me was they stripped me of all my clothes. And not in a sexy way either. It wasn't like, are you ready for Pikachu? Cochina, mírala. I wish it would have been like that. I might have liked it a little bit. No, man, you know what they do to you in the hospital? They pull out these little industrial scissors that cut through anything, right? And they started on the left foot and they finished on the right. And they cut all the way up and cut all the way down and they pulled everything off at the same time. And Pikachu! Se me salió el Pokemon! And it was cold too. Ooh. Pikachu! Ooh. So then they take all my clothes away from me and they replace them with this nasty lime green hospital gown. You know the kind where they tie it in the back and your butt is still showing, right? It was one of those. So I'm standing and I turn around and I see myself in the mirror. And I realize at that very moment, I do not look like a Pikachu. With all that green on, I look like goddamn Shrek. And it wasn't me who gave me the nickname, it was the nurses. I could hear them too. Mira, Marta, ese gordito se parece Shrek. I'm serious, all he needs are the little antenitas and the donkey, that's it. So they wheel me into the room, right? I'm laying down in the bed finally, and the doctor comes in, and I don't know what it is about doctors, they're just always happy to see you. Ah, Mr. Iglesias, how are you? I can't pour it. Tengo pedo atorado. Mr. Iglesias, please, do me a favor. Roll over on your side. I'll be right back. So he goes over to the wall and he gets these little gloves and he puts them on and he comes over to me and he puts his hand right here. And he goes, does that hurt? No. Does that hurt? And then this doctor turned into a magician. I swear to God he did, because his hand disappeared. And it reappeared somewhere way back here. I'm not going to tell you what he did, but you know what he did. El cabrón me hizo Pokemon. And then he has the nerve to tell me, Mr. Iglesias, I found the problem. You seem to be suffering internally. You have a blockage in your passage system. And I'm thinking, pues, take out your finger.
By the way, I want to thank you.
See, up to this point, we have agreed on how we raise our son. But in this situation, she's trying to protect him from the world. I'm trying to prepare him for the world. If he cannot handle me raising my voice to get his attention, to see the bigger picture, he's not ready for a world that doesn't care about his feelings. So I say, you know what? I gotta have a one-on-one with him. I gotta have a one-on-one without... So I take him out to the movies. We get in the car, we take off. Little 20-minute drive, okay? As we're driving, I figure I'll have a little one-on-one with him. Maybe this way it doesn't feel like a talk. I thought he understood what I was trying to say. It's late, we're leaving the movies. We're pulling out of the parking structure, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a cop car. And I made a sound. I was like, ugh. And Frankie goes, what is it, Dad? I said, there's a cop at the light. What are you worried about? He's gonna stop us. How do you know? Watch. I made that left turn. Frankie's losing it. It's happening! I said, relax. I pull over. Cop pulls up from behind. Immediately, driver, windows down. Driver, hands out the window.
Serious?
Both of them. I can't, I'm fat! He gets to the window and he's got the flashlight. And he shines the light right in my face. He's like, license? Yeah. Here. He takes the license, and then, of course, do you know why I stopped you? Officer, no, I don't, but I'm sure you're about to tell me. You don't have a front plate on your car. I said, officer, you're absolutely right. I do not have a front plate on my car, but my name is actually on the front of the car. Excuse me, my name is on the front of the car. I own a 2012 Ford Flex, and the Ford Flex has the actual word flex written on the hood. I have a friend who does custom automotive work, and he took all the letters off the car except for the letter F, and he made letters so that it spells fluffy on the hood. Okay? Yeah, it sounds impressive. You can do it too for like $23. It's not that bad. They're like refrigerator magnets. You can even move them. Like one day a letter flew off and it said foofy. Look at me, que pendejo. I know, stupid, right? So the officer walks around to the front of the car and he takes his flashlight and he shines the light right on the hood. And he does this, he goes, I knew it! And my son goes, what does that mean? I said, that means we get to go. Oh, Houston, for the first time in a long time, my son was actually impressed by something that I did. You gotta figure, this is not impressive to my son because he grew up in this environment, okay? You saw that, right? I saw like a... That's like the third one I've seen. It's like stuff keeps... The people upstairs from Tombow, keep talking. All right, I'll tell you guys what happened. Shakira performed here a few days ago, and Shakira has an amazing show, okay? She doesn't just come out and la 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 I think I just hurt myself. But there's a part of her show where all of a sudden it goes, and there's cannons with confetti that shoot everywhere, right? And I think that was leftover Shakira. Yeah. Can we edit out the part where I burned 800 calories? Oh, yeah. So where was I? Oh, this does nothing for my son. And the reason why I say that is because he grew up in this environment. He's been to 1,000 shows. He's seen me on TV a million times. It's not a big deal. But the fact that I got stopped by a cop and the cop recognized me and geeked out and let us go, I earned street cred with my kid. Yeah, Frankie was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I'm like, hell yeah, cuz, that's right. You better recognize, player. We get home, he woke up his mom. Mom, you should have seen it. We got stopped by the cops. Are you okay? Yeah, they recognized Dad and they let us go. And she stayed quiet. And I told her, huh? I got recognized. And she said, ah. Our worlds are very different. His world revolves around Grand Theft Auto, the video game, YouTube, and girls. He's really good at 2 of those. The other one, not so much. And it's not that I'm trying to be a hater about it. It's just that I tell Frankie, listen, you need to start having more conversations. You need to become more talkative and interact like this. See, he'd rather text than talk. That's his whole thing. I'm like, dude, you gotta learn, start to talk to me. I wish you would talk to me more. You could learn a lot about talking by talking to me. I'm just saying, I only do it professionally. But no, he'd rather text. It's at the point now where if I'm in the house and I yell, Frankie, did you take out the trash? Nothing. All of a sudden, cling. I take out my phone, no. But if I say, I got money for you, freaking Houdini, right? Oh, hello. Because you can't text cash. And it's funny because, you know, for me to relate to my son, it's a little challenging, you guys. And it's not that I can't relate to a teenager, because I can. I can relate to almost any age. You know, I got people that brought kids here tonight. The problem is that my son doesn't see me as an entertainer. He sees me as the guy that tells him to take a shower, put on deodorant, you know, stop picking your nose. That's me. His friends, on the other hand, I'm like a god to his friends. Every time I drop off Frankie at school now, I pull up, you know, the kids see my car. They freak out and they run over to it and they put their hands on it like it's a shrine. They touch the car like freaking, Selena está aquí, you know. Some of you got that. Gracias. Anyway. Then the kids start shaking my car side to side, chanting, Fluffy, Fluffy, Fluffy. And Frankie's in the front seat, pissed. He's pissed. He's like, this is I'm like, hey, dude, don't get mad at me because I'm more popular than you at your school. Little hater. He gets out of the car all mad. They're still chanting, Fluffy, Fluffy. The thing is that our worlds are very different. His world revolves around Grand Theft Auto, the video game, YouTube, and girls. He's really good at 2 of those. The other one, not so much. And it's not that I'm trying to be a hater about it. It's just that I tell Frankie, listen, you need to start having more conversations. You need to become more talkative and interact like this. See, he'd rather text than talk. That's his whole thing. I'm like, dude, you gotta learn, you know, start to talk to me. I wish you would talk to me more. You could learn a lot about talking by talking to me. I'm just saying, I only do it professionally. But no, he'd rather text. It's at the point now where if I'm in the house and I yell, Frankie, did you take out the trash? Nothing. All of a sudden, cling. I take out my phone, no. But if I say, I got money for you, freaking Houdini, right? Oh, hello. Because you can't text cash. That's my big thing right now. I just want him to take out the trash. He's 16 years old now. He should have been doing this since he was 10, but, you know, better late than never. And what he does is he'll sit in the living room and he tunes out the rest of the house. He sits there and he'll put on these headphones that I got him for Christmas a couple of years ago. These Beats with the freaking studio button, and it cuts out all of the sound. They are so strong that when he starts watching his YouTube videos, he can't hear himself laugh. And for me, that is the funniest thing in the world. I'm in the other room and I can hear him. This is what I hear. I'm in the other room like, who brought the Germans? And so I walk out into the living room and I see Frankie and he's laughing at his phone and I gotta flag him down. I go, hey. And he'll take him off. What's up, Dad? I go, Frankie, can you do me a favor? Can you please take out the trash? Okay. And then he puts them back on. What? Now? I go, yes. Now? When you ask me for a ride, it's because you need a ride when you ask for it, right? Not later. Then he says, where are we going? Just take out the trash. And then he does it. He takes out the trash, but he acts like he's doing me the biggest favor in the world. And he stares me down and he doesn't break eye contact. He's like, and then I'll hold the bag over the can and he makes a sound. I'm like, dude, so much drama. It's crazy. I'd like to have normal conversations with him, but usually I got to take it that far for us to interact. You know, I look forward to conversations. Even if it's something small and minute, at least it gives me a chance to trigger another conversation with him. I look forward to a few things. I look forward to December, because in December, Frankie becomes very chatty. Otherwise, he's one-word kid. Parents, you know what I'm talking about. Kids, one-word kid. And you try to talk to them. Hey, how's your day? Good. You have any homework? Yeah. You gonna do it? Maybe. You hungry? Mm-hmm. What do you want? Food. Ah! If I'm at a bar and I'm sitting at the bar, I'm in a drinking environment. If someone sends me a shot, I don't say no. I say thank you. I accept the shot and I tell the bartender who sent it so that I can lock eyes with that person and go, thank you. And they can see me drink the shot so they know it didn't go to waste. If someone sends me a shot, I take that as a compliment. I think it's an awesome thing if someone sends you a drink. And so when I send someone a drink, I mean good intentions with that drink. And if that person is like at the bar and they're like, ugh, no, I take offense to that. I'm like, ugh, dick. I don't want to make someone feel that way. So I know if I'm in a drinking environment, I don't say no. I have already established the fact that this is a drinking environment. I've already done 2 rounds. And so I see what's going on and I'm looking for help because that's a lot. So I look for security and I'm like, security! And security sees, and security was so clueless that night. They're like, want me to help you drink? No, stupid! Martin is gone somewhere, security's clueless, so I'm stuck on my own. So I walk over, and I start drinking. I grabbed the first shot, and I held it up, and I said, to Orlando. Boom. Second one, to Orlando. Boom. Third one, to Orlando. Boom. After about 8 shots, I was like, to Nanando. Boom. After about 12 shots, I was like, to Armando. Boom. I did 17 shots of Jaeger. At this point, people are no longer watching my show for the sake of stand-up comedy. They're watching a train wreck, and they don't want to leave because they want to see what's going to happen. I am now reaching for number 18. And as I'm reaching for it, someone in the back of the room yells out, take it off! And I was like, you take it off! And then her boyfriend stands up. Hey, she'll take off whatever you take off. And all of a sudden, we had a party. That girl came up on stage and she was beautiful, according to Jaeger. She's standing on the stage next to me, but at this point, I'm so gone, I can barely finish a sentence. So then the crowd starts chanting, take it off, take it off. I'm like, here we go. So I kick off a shoe. She kicks off a sandal. I kick off the other shoe. She kicks off the other sandal. And we started going toe to toe. Eventually, I end up in my boxers and nothing else. And she's in her sports bra and her underwear. And it's her turn. And we all know it's her turn. And this is what I feel like I might get in trouble for because I was instigating. I was like, we're gonna see something. We're gonna see something. I don't know what we're gonna see, but we're gonna see something. It's either gonna be Momo or Meow Meow. It's gonna be something. As soon as she heard Meow Meow, she ran off the stage. And now I'm standing there in my boxers. No one there to help me. Finally, my friend shows up. Martin comes out the door, runs down the stairs, takes the microphone away from me. He goes, get your ass upstairs. I'm not paying attention. I'm just looking at the ground. You know, I am gone. I'm this guy. I look like the end of a Mortal Kombat game. So I'm not looking at Martin, so he pops me in the chest. He goes, hey, huh? And I see Martin's face. and his whole face is covered with salt. Because he's a whore. Martin says, get your ass upstairs. Okay, Martin. So I start trying to walk up the stairs, but I can't because I'm too drunk. So I got to do that little baby bear crawl. You know, that football thing where you get on all fours. And so I crawled all the way up the stairs like a little baby bear. And when I got to the top, everyone cheered. He made it. And so I'm still, woo! And Martin, he's just trying to get me to go away. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Mr. Gabriel Iglesias. This man gave you everything he had. I know some of you just found out Martin is real because you finally get to see him, right? And if you're Mexican, yes, he looks like Machete or Marco Antonio Solis. If you're white, he looks like the Big Lebowski. Wow. This is awesome. And Martin wasn't lying, you guys. We started off in freaking garages and backyard barbecues and quinceañeras and weddings. And now it's like, you know, this is home for us. The biggest thing I've ever done will be tonight, without a shadow of a doubt. And I'm glad that we can all be here for this. This is, because yeah, after COVID, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like the only good thing I can say about 2020 for me was the fact that for some reason I managed to lose 70 pounds. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I lost 70 pounds. People ask me, what's your secret? I said, it's no secret. They closed all the goddamn restaurants. That's a secret. I didn't know how to cook. That was the secret. It was me at home with a Foreman grill making weenies. But yeah, we were on tour in Kalamazoo, Michigan when we got the news that we had to go home. And then we came home and we all turned on our TVs and we watched them lie to us. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy person, but they told us, remember? It's only going to be 2 weeks. That's it. They told us 2 weeks. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, we just like to ask that you go home for 2 weeks. Be with your loved ones. Be with your family. Just 2 weeks while we figure things out. Dr. Anthony Fauci has given us some new information to go by. Just 2 weeks. That's all we need. Just 2 weeks. And I apologize for using the same stereotypical old white voice. But that's the one that they used. Because that's the one we listen to in a time of crisis. It couldn't be any other voice. It couldn't be, no hombre, cállate, shut up, mira. No más 2 weeks, okay? No más tú. You're gonna go home con tu mamá y tu papá. And if COVID come to the house, you tell COVID, hey, no está aquí, güey. Come back another time, it's okay. Just 2 weeks. It couldn't be any other voice. It couldn't be, I tell you what, that's what you're going to do, goddammit. You're going to take your ass home. You're going to hunker down. You're going to hunker down. And if COVID shows up at your front door, get her done right there to the face. Okay, that's what you're going to do. Just 2 weeks. It couldn't be any other voice. It couldn't be, all right, listen up. Okay, this is what's going to happen. You're going to go home. You're going to be with your family and them, right? And if, oh, you don't want to laugh at the black voice, huh? Whatever, that's your guilt, not my guilt. I'm fine. But yeah, just 2 weeks. That's what they told us. 2 weeks. And 2 weeks turned into 2 months, turned into half a year, turned into a year plus. And little by little, they told us who was most at risk for COVID-19. Come to find out, it's people over 45. Okay? People who are overweight. Here we go. Diabetics, no chingas, really? Most at risk, Latinos and African Americans. Bye, Felicia. I come to find out I was 85% of the underlying conditions. Over 45, overweight, diabetic, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. Apparently, COVID is my Tinder match. Someone finally wants to swipe right. And her name is Corona. Yeah. The mask thing is still a thing. Some are for it, some are not. Some places it's required, some places it's optional. Biggest complaint I have heard about the mask is that the mask smells funny. And I'm here to tell you, no, it doesn't. You do. You are smelling what everyone has been telling you all these years. And finally, you're smoking what we've been smoking. Oh, yeah. I'll be honest with you. My mask smells delicious. My mask smells like Oreos and Tres Leches cake, okay? If you smell my mask right now, you will Krispy Kreme yourself. It's so good. I feel like selling it on the OnlyFans website to see if I can make some money. Some of you know what's up. Sucio. Yeah, so. This next thing I'm going to say is in no way, shape, or form political. So please don't take it that way. The vaccine. Look at some of you. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I knew it. I knew it was coming. I knew it. Look at him. He's got booster written all over him. Look at him. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your bodies. I'm just here to share a story. I got vaccinated, okay, and I'm not saying it to get approval. I'm just telling you because, you know, hey, look, I was 85% of the underlying conditions. At this point, I'm rolling the dice. Plus, I wanted to work. I got the vaccine, but it was one of those things where, you know, in the beginning, when you wanted to get the vaccine, you couldn't just walk into a CVS. You had to make an appointment, you know, and it was a drive out. You couldn't just show up because I tried. Oh, I tried using the face. I'm like, hey. Apparently this only works at Red Lobster. Oh, yeah, I could show up at Red Lobster at 8 o'clock on a Saturday. It's on. You know, do you have reservations? It's Fluffy, make biscuits! But for the vaccine, no, I made my appointment like everyone else. It was a drive-out location, you know. There's a little speaker box. May I help you? This is very familiar. Yeah, let me have a large vaccine. Pfizer, Moderna. I got a coupon, whatever's free. Pull up to the window, and then I pull up to the next window. And then a guy who's all covered up, he's got the whole, you know. Then you give them your arm, and then they harpoon you, and they make you park your car for 10 to 15 minutes in case you have an allergic reaction. So I'm sitting in the car, and I got the radio going and the AC going, and I glance over, and I notice that there's people there protesting. And that's fine. Protesting is a right, and I'm all for it, okay? My problem is when protesters leave the sidewalk and get right in your face. So here's what happened. I glance over, I see the protesters, and I locked eyes with one of them. And I could do this all day. I'm in the car, right? I'm like, what? The lady who I'm looking at all of a sudden starts walking towards me. And I'm like, shit. She gets to my car and she starts going off on me. And I have never had a complete stranger go off on me for no reason at all. She gets to the car and she's like, you are so stupid. You are so stupid. How could you get the vaccine? How could you get the vaccine? You have no idea what you just put inside your body, dumbass. I didn't know what to say. I was like, bitch, I eat chorizo. You have no idea what that vaccine has to work through in order to have any type of effect whatsoever. It's got to go through years with the chorizo, chicharrón, carnitas, carne asada, freaking hot dogs, bologna, spam, menudo, caldo de res. Oh. It's got to go through the gauntlet.